Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration, the Power is Within podcast. Great to be here tonight with my daughter Paulina, and she is going to talk about her qualifying for the National American Miss, which will.
Continue.
My tech man seems to act like there's some problems here. Are there some problems here, tech man?
No, I was just
Okay, all right. Before I was so rudely interrupted. And we're going to talk about the. He's still pointing.
No, continue.
Okay, quit playing, boy. We're we're going to talk about the Nationals in Florida, which she qualified for at the. What was that at Jeff City? I have an echo here, Frank.
It wasn't in Jeff. Was it in
Oh,
Jeff? Columbia. Yeah, that was the actual pageant. So I'm having a hard time talking because I can just hear myself.
Well, we do have some problems, tech man. Got a little echo here. We'll take care of that ASAP. Won't we, Frank?
Okay. Anyway.
That's better. Check this out. Make sure we're sounding good. Go ahead.
So basically, what it was in Columbia was, you went down there and did the actual pageant, which was just going down there, going in for your optional contests or talent shows and stuff like that. And then you did formal wear, and that's basically where the judges gave you your answer. That's where you get crowned Queen of Missouri or Queen of Kansas. I was third runner-up, and that was in Columbia. And since I was third runner-up in my talent contest, I qualified for nationals in Florida.
So what was the first event there?
Well, the first thing that I did that was optional was I went and practiced my talent, which was singing. So I went and practiced that. And then the second thing that was I think the second thing that I did that wasn't optional, that was mandatory, was a meeting with the director of the pageant. And then I did a PJ party with all the girls that went there.
What was that meeting about?
It was basically about, you were there. It was like, you can't record.
Yeah.
You can't do this and you can't do that. And then don't do this on stage to the judges. This is how you're going to walk on the stage. It was just like a regular meeting for all the pageant girls.
So how many girls were there in the event?
Total,
do you know?
The entire thing, or in my age division?
The entire thing.
The entire thing, I'd say in the hotel there was probably about 200 to 300 girls participating. But in my age division, there was about 100, 200 ish.
So what was the first event?
The first event.
What would you say? The first competition?
It was my talent competition, and then I did that, and it was me singing. And then the second event was me and Henry went up and did our formal wear with my escort. I walked on stage, got off stage, and then the third big event was the final show, which is where you go out and do your walk again, except for this time it wasn't with an escort. It was just you by yourself, so the judges could get a good look at you.
But you had to do a formal introduction, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I had to do my...
was that in that one?
Okay, so my personal introduction was the same morning of the formal wear. So I did the talent show one day, and then the next day, early in the morning, I had to go do my personal introduction, which you just go out in one of the rooms and you basically talk to the judges, like just talk to them, but there's also everybody else is in the room that can watch you do your thing. And then that same day was my formal wear, where I had to walk on stage alone, and a production number dance that we did. So
gotta fly up here. So were you nervous?
Yeah, I think I was nervous like a lot because the stage was pretty big, but that nervousness went away once I'd gotten up on stage and actually started singing, because I was a little shaky. I was a little nervous. Even when I was still singing, like midway through the song and almost towards the end, I was shaking bad because I was just so scared, because the judges are like looking directly at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been close to where I can actually see the judges in anything that I've ever been in. So they were right in front of me and there was a camera right there. So I think that makes it like a lot more nerve-wracking. But as soon as I got off the stage after I sang that song, I wasn't as nervous for everything else.
It was quite an audience, several hundred people in the audience, I know.
There was a lot more people in the audience for formal wear and stuff than there was for the talent show, because for the talent thing, that's optional for people to do. Like people in the pageant, it's optional. So it was just like the people's parents and some people who just wanted to watch the talent show. But that wasn't as big as an audience as the formal wear introduction stuff.
So what do they judge the contestants on? I guess we can call them contestants.
I guess they kind of judge you off of what you do, like how many things you participate in. If you participate in a lot of things, you have a higher chance of winning. I know that because the two girls who did one that I was with in my age division, they won and they participated in almost every single optional and every required thing.
Okay, so you only participated in the one talent thing. So what is your plan for this future event? What are you planning to do there?
I'm going to participate in as many things I can. I'm not going to do something that I don't think I can do. Like hypothetically speaking, say I can act, but say I couldn't walk like a model or I don't look like a model. I'm not the particular person that would be a model and there's no way I could win. I'm not going to put myself there, but I would try out just to participate and see where that goes. Cause it's always different. The judges are always kind of different, but I'm planning on participating more and also doing a lot of more stuff for my community. You can win a lot. If you participate in every single one of them, you get a lot of trophies. I know there's a thing where you can suggest other people like recommendations. And if you have the longest list of recommendations, so say like I had a list of recommendations and I had like over 400 people. So I had the most people, I can win a trophy for that. Oh. So if I like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what was that thing called that you could win before you went there? People had to. Is that what you're talking about, the recommendations?
No, the recommendations is you print out a paper and you recommend other people that can go next year. Right. So whoever has the most people they've recommended, then they can win a trophy for having so many people.
Oh, I see.
But the one thing that I would have won, it's called People's Choice Awards. And basically what it is you buy one vote each for $1. So you could buy 10 votes for $1 or for $10. You could buy 20 votes for $20.
Like people who vote on you.
Yeah. So one vote for me was $1. So it was the same for everybody. Each vote was $1. So I know someone put $50 on mine, and then other people donated.
Actually, someone's parent could buy 1,000 votes.
Oh yeah, someone's parent.
I didn't buy any. So
yeah, someone's parent could buy like.
It seems kind of unfair.
Yeah,
really.
But basically, I could have won a trip to LA or no.
What were the most votes that somebody got? Do you know?
No, they didn't say who.
Yeah, because the girl parent or friend could buy.
The girl who won didn't. They didn't say what it was, but you can buy votes. I mean, it's not necessarily unfair because there's no really rules against it. It's just as many votes as you have. But I know some girls do go out of their way to make their parent or tell their parents to buy like 1,000 votes, and then they end up winning. So what you win is a trip to Vegas, and then you get like a free photo shoot and stuff. I didn't know that you had to get votes and then quote unquote move on to the next round. I thought you just immediately won it from getting that many votes, but I guess there's a second round that you have to go through. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't win, only because I win that and then I lose the second one. Then it was kind of just lots of money spent for me to just lose.
So how many times did you have to change clothes and shoes and all that?
The first day that I was there, I switched out of my shoes and then back into my pajamas and then back in my shoes and then in a dress. I'd say maybe 4 or 5 times. Second day I was there, I was in and out of my green dress for my talent show another 4 times. And then the third day, I had to change. There's like a dressing room behind the stage So we were doing our production number dance,
Mhm.
which is like just a dance that they teach us or whatever. I had to change into that outfit, and then I had to go out on stage, dance. I was sweating. I went backstage, and then I had to put my dress back on, and we're all rushing. It's really hot back there. And then I switch into that, and then I go back on stage, and then I have to go back off stage and switch back into my production number outfit. So that one was the most difficult.
Yeah.
Because I was in and out of clothes behind stage.
Shout out to your sponsors. Have you posted them on social media?
Not yet.
Okay, we got to post the sponsors. How many sponsors did you have?
I think 8 maybe more.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
I can't remember. But you have them all written down.
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Well, don't post them on social media.
No, I'm saying like I can say them right now. Yeah.
Okay. So here's a list of sponsors for
Bank of Old Monroe gave me $100. Robert Hayes gave me $100. Jan Hayward gave me $100. Michael Heffley gave me $50. Sherry Muth gave me $50. John Bargiola gave me $50.
Got me confused. I know.
Wade gave me $15, and some guy Abdel something gave me $35.
Yeah, he's from Dubai.
Yeah.
I thought Wade gave you 30 or more. Mm-mm. You sure? Mm-hmm. Well, that's incorrect, Wade.
If it's incorrect,
I got it written down. I thought it was 30, but I could be wrong.
It's somewhere.
Anyway, I want to say.
Yeah, I want to say thank you. Yeah. If I didn't have that money,
that saved me some money.
If I didn't have that money, I wouldn't have been able to enter the pageant in the first place.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to foot the whole bill.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be looking for sponsors for the Florida.
Yeah. I'm looking for sponsors now. I'll be posting a GoFundMe here soon.
Yeah. So how much is that? What kind of?
5,000 to 6,000.
Oh, you think that much?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Well, this round of nationals, you don't go buy a T-shirt for the
Well, actually, it might be because you have to be down there for how long?
For
7 days.
Yeah. Oh. And plus, that's like a whole bunch of hotel rooms. They don't pay for the hotel room.
Well, it's going to be at one place, right?
Yes. And then the reason why I think it's going to be that much is because the hotel room, food, obviously. There's obviously this, you know how I had that production number T-shirt that I bought, and it was $30. The production number outfit this year for nationals is $135 plus accessories. It's like $200. So I have to buy that. Plus I have to buy 2 other dresses for the actual show.
I would say you need to sit down and figure out exactly what you have a plan, what you think you're going to need. Find out what the hotel is. Hotel will probably be, I don't know, 150 or 200 a night, maybe something like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure they'll give you that special discount. Mm-hmm. We got a little bit of a discount up there.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite part of this show up here?
I'd probably say practicing formal walk and actually doing formal walk, because I don't know, it was just like kind of empowering to be up on the stage and get walked across the stage. I also really liked the production number dance because it was just a fun way to hang around and be with them and make new friends, I guess you could say. Because I did make a friend down there, and I have her on Snapchat now.
You have a friend now.
I do.
Joking. So what do you plan on doing to improve so you can move higher up in the ranking or win in Florida, the Nationals?
I am actually thinking about like going to preschools, or not necessarily preschools, just elementary schools maybe, and teaching kids about good hygiene, because I know it's hard for people nowadays to kind of keep up with it, and there's also some kids who cannot do it. So what I want to do is be able to donate stuff like that, like deodorant, shampoo, things like that. So I'm planning on working on a project like that, and then I'm planning on doing more for my community, like working up at the food pantry. And then getting more sponsorships and posting that GoFundMe and seeing how much I can raise. And if I don't end up raising enough for Florida, I'll just use the money that I do raise for the next pageant that I'm in next year.
Yeah. So what talents do you plan on? Of course, you can sing.
I'm gonna do singing, actress, screen test, spokesmodel, and model.
What is a screen test?
Screen test is kind of just it's almost like acting. It's just seeing how you would do on screen. So like say you're getting interviewed or something, it's basically seeing how you would do on actual TV.
And spokesperson, what is that?
Spokesmodel, it's just someone who speaks up about stuff. Like my friend who also does pageants, she has a program, and it's called She Speaks, and it's about people who are like, I guess you could say, domestic violence, sexual assault.
Yeah.
So she speaks about that, and her being a spokesmodel gives her the chance to speak about it and get it out there.
Yeah. Well, now, I guess the next one will be going on during school. It's actually during Thanksgiving. Isn't
It's November 16th to the 28th, I think it's.
Yeah, it'll be cold here by then, probably. So you'd be glad to go to Florida, where it's warm and sunny and a beach. Yeah, you've never been to Florida, have you?
Mm-mm.
I've been to there quite a few times, but yeah, it's nice in the wintertime. Okay, another subject. I'm going to change the subject here. We have someone fighting tonight. Henry is fighting tonight in Jefferson City. He's fighting a 3-round. Was this his 4th or 5th fight? 4th fight?
Mhm.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that?
Scared, but
Why?
every time the guys fight, though, it kind of makes me nervous. I mean, it'll always make me nervous because they're my brothers. I don't want them to get hurt. So
I know when we were up in Columbia, and you were getting ready to go on stage while the people were coming out and you were coming up, I was watching, not while you were on stage, I was watching Mark fight. He was fighting that weekend down in St. Louis. And now this weekend, Henry is fighting.
Yeah.
So everybody's pretty active, except for Kevin. He's only 14. He hasn't done anything yet, except chase girls. No,
Yeah,
are the girls
football.
chasing? I think the girls are chasing him.
They
He
are,
plays football. Every time I turn around, there's girls over here. 2 today was over here seeing him. He's quite the busy man. So with that being said, you came back from the pageant and you said people were treating you differently.
Oh yeah. So so when I was there, I saw one of the girls who had been crowned queen. She was talking to a girl that was, kind of bigger. And so this queen is talking to the bigger girl who's participating in the pageant. And the minute that the bigger girl walks away, that queen rolled her eyes and was like, ew, talking about that girl. So and another thing too is, you look at someone and smile, they'll either smile back or give you the dirtiest look. And I think it's just because they feel like they have some sort of
Well, they're
competition.
probably insecure.
Yeah.
But I was talking more about when you came back here that you said.
Oh, yeah.
When I
came back from pageant weekend, there was a lot of guys that I used to try so hard to be with so many people, and I used to try so hard to be friends with so many people. And then I gave up being friends with them because there was no reason for me to
surrender.
Yeah. So there was no reason for me to try to be friends with them or whatever.
Hey, Wade, what's up?
But basically, when I had gotten back from the pageant, the guys that I used to talk to, that I used to beg for a chance, started talking to me and saying stuff like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. I guess I just didn't realize it until now." And then all these girls that talked badly about me were texting me, asking how I was doing and how my pageant was, calling me beautiful and stuff like that. So I was being treated a lot better.
So it increased your popularity.
Yeah.
Wade Emery is in the house. Wade, I was hoping I'd get to see you up there, but he was out of town when I was in Columbia, so I missed you. I know we'll catch you some other time. So your popularity increased, and is that increase maintaining or?
Yeah, but I just don't answer. I think and people like to say stuff like, "Oh, just open your snaps. You're not famous." And it's like, maybe I don't want to talk to people. I don't really want to talk to the people who text me. I'm constantly girls would love to get complimented by guys and stuff. It's not my thing because it's the same thing. I hear it every day. You're pretty. I like your shirt. Oh, nice body.
Yeah.
Like it's.
So remember that, guys. Don't use the same compliments everybody else uses.
Another thing too, though, is you can't.
What did I say? Be unique. Be unique.
You can't continuously also compliment a girl. It has to be, because if you continue to do it, there's nothing special about it.
Right.
If you do it every now and then, there's a difference. But sliding up on a girl's story and just saying, "Oh, you're cute." Okay.
How about this? I love your hair. Is that a wig?
That's horrible.
That's a neg.
That's horrible.
But you'd have more respect for a guy that did that than somebody comes and said, "Oh, Pauline, you're so beautiful."
Yeah.
Gosh, how would a guy like me ever have a chance to be with somebody like you?
That that and guys crying is like just
Oh,
not my thing.
they
Like,
don't know any better because there's nobody to teach them. They have no idea.
Yeah.
They just learned that from I don't know what, TV maybe.
yeah, probably.
Hmm. Okay, so you go back to school pretty soon, correct?
Mhm.
And when does that start?
August 29th, I want to say. Somewhere around August.
The end of August? Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure either.
End of August.
So, what are your plans? Why do you want to do the pageant? What's your hopes or your
I want to do the pageant because I
aspirations?
feel like a lot of the girls nowadays think that just because of the way that another female looks that's also competing with her, they can't do it because they're not pretty enough. And like, say I was competing up against a girl I went to school with and I thought she was absolutely beautiful, but then I dropped out because I was like, there's no way I can win. She's going to win because she's prettier than me. I want to show people, like, I want to inspire people to know that just because you think someone else is prettier than me, looks isn't what it's about.
That's
Looks can
true.
only get you so far.
Same way with guys.
Yeah,
That's what I tell guys.
looks can only get you so far, and then when you get asked what else you have to offer and you have nothing,
Yeah.
there's nothing there to go off of.
What do you have on the inside? That's what I noticed. Out of the hundreds of girls that were there were probably only 4 or 5 that were comparable in the looks department and in shape, figure, the way you carry yourself, and all that. So, and I don't know if any of those girls actually won the pack. I can't remember who the girl was that won or what she looked like. I'm not sure, but she was not like a 10. I know that.
Because it's not neither of the girls that won. They were both pretty, yes, but they weren't absolutely mind-blowing gorgeous like
Yeah.
how you see on like the internet or stuff. But the reason why they won is because they participated in so much and because they had their own projects going on.
Yeah.
But a lot of the girls, you could tell they were kind of scripted, and they say the same thing every year. So
Yeah.
there's nothing new. You
Yeah.
have to have something new every year.
I could tell the difference in the girls. They rehearsed their introduction, and they did a good job, but it was like scripted. You could tell they actually rehearsed maybe too much, and it didn't sound sincere. It sounded like an actor who wasn't really acting very well.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just, yeah. Well, they told you to rehearse it, but you can't rehearse it so much that it sounds scripted,
Yeah.
like it's canned or something is what we say. So what do you plan on doing? Let me see. I forgot my question. What do you plan on doing differently in your singing presentation next time? Because you did that this time. How are you going to improve that, or what do you plan on doing with that?
I think I'm going to actually find a song that I feel will genuinely blow the judges away, kind of, because I need to find a song that I kind of have fun with, but also not too much fun. Like, because the girl who did won, the reason why she won was because she was having fun up on stage with a hula
Which one?
hoop.
Was that the one that got, she come up there and the music wouldn't
No,
play?
that's
Oh,
the girl
not
who
one.
sang. The girl who did the hula hoop, nothing was messed up.
But the girl that won, oh yeah, the girl that won that did the hula hoop.
The girl that won in my division, Missouri, she did the hula hoop thing. The girl who
Yeah.
won Kansas won.
Yeah, I would think that they would have singing as one category.
Yeah,
Or
no.
Maybe some kind of physical activity like dance, because it was a girl that got up there and did like gymnastics too.
Yeah, that's all because there are certain optional contests, and the only optional contest you can do and do whatever you want is the talent show. So there was like slam poetry.
Yeah, I heard some of the poems. I didn't particularly care for that too much. How many girls will there be in the Florida? Will that be girls from every state or no?
Yeah. So
I don't know if they're going to be able to keep them all in one hotel or not. How are they
It's-
going to do that?
it's a big hotel. It's a big hotel.
Pretty big.
But they pick a certain amount of people to do nationals. So they pick about 10 girls from each state.
But even then, that's 50 states, 500. Yeah, I guess so, 500 people.
They don't go to every single state. They go to like.
Well, they did it. Kansas, Missouri. They did that.
They do
together.
Kansas, Missouri, Ohio.
But didn't they have 10 from Kansas, 10 from Missouri, or no?
Mm-mm. Since they did Kansas and Missouri together, it was all.
So there's only 10 from both states going? Really? It was just
There's only 10 from each. So say there's 5 Missouri girls and 5 Kansas girls.
that's what there was then?
No, I'm saying hypothetically. There could
Oh.
have been 3 Kansas girls and whatever number
Yeah.
of Missouri girls, or 5, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
They pick a certain amount whether you're from Kansas or whether you're not from Kansas.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a long weekend for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time sitting in a hotel room.
Yeah.
But so when will you have your GoFundMe functional?
Probably here in a couple days. So like 2 days.
Yeah. And that will be where do you find that?
On my Facebook, Pauline Daniels,
I guess
or Dad's Facebook,
we can put the link in the description.
Mark Daniels, or my Instagram, Pauline__1514.
So tell me, on another note, are you getting more requests for feed pics now?
Oh yeah, all the time.
I'm joking, but I'm serious.
Yeah, no, all the
You
time.
got people asking you for feed pics.
The world is messed up. The world has failed us.
Feed pics. I don't know. I guess whatever. And you don't give people feed
No.
pics. That's right. Yeah. Taking care of that. How much money have you been offered for your feed pics?
$1,000 is the
Oh, my
most I
gosh.
think it was.
Yes, things have changed from the day when I was young, but that's life. Something's for sure is constant change. You better get used to it.
Mhm.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining us, Wade, and we will see you next Saturday night at the same time, I think, unless I go out of the country. But if I go out of the country, I'll be live. I don't think I'll go out of the country next weekend, but I might go down to Columbia the weekend after. A friend of mine's going down there. He wants me to go, so we'll see. Depends how busy I am. All right, take care. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.